Well, hello everybody, here you have it, your preferred way of training your light tank crew skills. A tier 7 premium light tank in World of Tanks Blitz. The highest tier light tank was the Crusader before this. Now we have the Type 62, and this one comes adorned with dragon tattoos and a free camouflage skin. Not too much of a camouflage, being all flashy and brightly colored. What is the second Chinese tank in the game after the Type 59, the premium medium tier 8 tank? This is a light tank. Light tank means it has no armor. Well, on paper it has armor, but any tank in the games you'll be facing from tier 5 up to a maximum of tier 9 will be able to pen you. And yes, you've heard it, it's tier 9 this tank might be facing because it has no preferential matchmaking. Solid gun is really fast, as you can see here. You can climb up hills very nicely, just a bit of skidding around here. And it's a very nice tank to drive. I really liked it. I've played 3 games in it so far. This gameplay video is gonna fetch you all 3 games. No editing done except for a title page at first. And being a light tank, it has excellent camouflage rating, very good spot range, 260 meters stock. I'm enhancing it with optics fitted, 10.53 rounds per minute, and I'm adding to this by having a rammer equipped. And my third slot, I think I had the vent mounted, but I'm not quite sure actually. But a very simple layout and kit out really. The gun fires AP for standard ammo, heat for premium ammo, and you're gonna need quite a bit of heat should you face any high tier tanks. You get 183 average pen on AP, and it's good when you're facing tier 5 and 6 like we are facing here. But when you are up against the heavy targets at tiers 7, 8 and 9, you'll be needing some heat definitely. Add in some HE as well, high explosive shells, to reset cap, to finish off to finish off on targets that are low on hit points, or through the sides of Japanese tanks and thinly armored other vehicles. But here you can see the tank is very agile. It's quick to move about. You want to be fighting isolated targets, maybe just a bit of peekaboo. But you really can't allow being hit. This first game is a very simple game. Red team was scattered around. They came in walking towards the drive towards us one by one. This T43 is one of those player underscore guys. He has no idea how to fight at a tier 7 battle. Easy pickings for the KV-1S and for the rest of the team. And we're gonna win this game very comfortably. I can just manage to get a second kill, and here it is 7-1. Very simple game. Came through alive, no hit points gone over me, no damage done by the red team. And straight on to battle number 2. This one is gonna be on Desert Sands. And right in the startup of this game, I think you're gonna see one of the problems this tank will be facing, and that is that, like said before, it has absolutely no armor for tier 7. In this game we're up against a whole lot of medium tanks, very good medium tanks for this type of map as well. We have more heavies and a Japan tank destroyer. And I should have played this game a bit different than I am doing, as it all evolves. I have no business in the desert, so I like to call everybody to town. Our VK doesn't go towards the town, he goes into the desert, and he gets beaten up pretty much. And I think this is one of the tanks you should be driving when you have excellent map awareness. You have to know the escape routes, you have to know where the channels and tunnels are to get out. These sand dunes are excellent places to drive around. They give you good cover, but it works both ways, because here the red VK and T-34, they are well covered behind those high sand dune walls. The Comet is behind the dead plane, the wreck plane there. I have no chance of shooting them. I still stay here. There's no one spotted in town yet. Try to put on a shot in this VK, but that one misses, unfortunately. So I move off now. And I think I make a bit of a mistake here by going in on the IS, which is good in a way, trying to take him on. But after the Reds are gonna pop up from underneath the bridge, I should have pushed beyond that IS, used this 60 km top speed to just get out. I'm way too eager to try the tank, to use the agility, the turning around. As it's a light tank, it weighs next to nothing, good power to weight ratio, but as you can see here, anything can and will pen you. Another shot, quick shot on the T-34. It hits one shot through the IS, and holy crap, was that a bounce? A bounce on the Dragon? Yes, it was. I also bounced on his IS, but I want to take him out, so I load a heat shot. Forget to switch back on the heat and dunk a heat shot into this T-34. That's a bit of an expensive shot. Back to AP, engine damage, repair the engine, and then trying to take this one out. Luckily our team was doing a good job shooting all the other tanks, and the Comet, the T-34, they're all one shots at the moment. I can take out the T-34 now, and should have taken a quick drive-by shot and then move underneath the bridge, let camo reset, because the Cheery was in all kinds of trouble. But because I wanted to get a shot, he shoots me. Bit of a problem, but we're gonna win this game anyway. But my performance there also shows the main problem of this tank, and that is the complete lack of armor. I mean, it's getting a bit boring to repeat it on and on again, but it's just that it has no armor. This Cheery, or a Cheeto, at least it has some frontal turret armor. It's not much, but it's something. Any Japanese tank can be penned by pretty much any tank on the same tier. But where the Cheery might have a chance against tier 5 tanks, I think the Type 62 will struggle a lot. It will struggle head-on against any other tier 7 tank, and it will struggle against tier 6 tanks, and it will probably struggle as well against tier 5 tanks. Those Panzer IVs you see driving around with the big derb howitzers mounted, they will have a field day against the Type 62. So what you don't want to be doing there is what I did while driving around that IS, then backing up the hill, peekabooing, wiggling back and forth, and basically staying in the same spot. Although I was driving back up a hill, back down a hill, I wasn't using the main feature of this tank, and it's the mobility. It's very light, it can climb up hills like a mountain goat. And that's what you want to be using. I've heard from people that they were able to get up the hill on mines through the back door and the side entrance in the T-62. I'm gonna, on the end of this game, I'm gonna try one of those ridges at the back of Black Goldfield and try and see if I can pop up over there, and it works pretty good as well. Most of the other tanks might get stuck there or have trouble driving up those ramps, but the Type 62 doesn't. Almost seems like Quello Musto's video, because he was on Black Goldfield 2 in the Type 62 on the same spawn point, and he takes the same starting place to fight on. The gun depression on this tank isn't too good, only -7, which is better than some of the other Russian medium tanks. But it's not as good as you would want to be fighting up there in the caves. And if I do get stuck in the caves and am spotted and there are snipers in the refinery area, I'm gonna have a big problem. So I'm lurking here, putting a shot into that Tiger P, and you can see, although I have shot and am moving forward now, my camouflage values are very good, because I'm still not spotted. Moving forward, trying to shoot the Anko. He stays behind the building. Can't shoot this tank to the right either. Moving back towards the Tiger. Can put a side shot into him. It's a good one. And still, I'm not spotted. Yes, I am spotted now. But no problem facing someone at the front. There's no one there. There's no one to my left. Just moving about. I'm in a good position. The Tiger is getting shot now again. And one from me into him. So that's basically him sorted. Yes, Jagdpanther takes care of him. I'm spotted again. But no problem here. Shot into the Sherman Jumbo with 2-0 up already. And you can see the gun handling stats on this gun are pretty good. It's not a sniper gun. It's not super accurate like one of the high tier German guns are, but it's good enough to be very effective. You can see this Panther is getting hammered now. He should have gone behind the buildings probably instead of pushing over the open ground to get to cover. He's down at very low health now. And the Reds were too aggressive pushing in. Our Cromwell died quickly. Didn't have a lot to do there. But he did give away the positions of basically the whole Red team. There's the Panther taken care of by Panzer IV. Only the E2 is there at the moment. Anko somewhere. E2 gets taken out now. And here is a Crusader. The other high tier light tank, as far as you can say about Tier 5 being a high tier tank. And that leaves just the 87 and the Anko as tanks left to clear up. Up this ridge, very easily, no problem. Put in the track shot into the 87. He is AFK, but it gives me some nice assistance damage. Get another track shot. Aim for the cupola. 87 well AFK, getting dusted for it. And now that's just the Anko left, and he was somewhere around these buildings. And now it pops to mind I also have the stabilizer fitted, I think, as equipment, because his on the move shot gets into the Anko, and that's game, set and match. If you want a quick tank, if you want a tank that's agile, has a quick firing gun and do some spotting damage, this is the tank for you. If you want a tank you can brawl with, don't get it. I hope you enjoyed this quick review, the quick gameplay video on the Type 62, because I do think when you can play it properly, it is a tank that can go into the battlefields of Blitz and do well. Thank you all for watching, see you back on the channel, bye.